Hey everyone, I have filmed, this is the third video that I'm filming today, and for each of my videos I have filmed on 3 different things. So my first was on my computer, the second was on my actual camera, and this is on my phone. I haven't filmed on my phone in forever. The screen is much different. It's like you can actually see my EXO poster. Alright, so this video is going to be, I have done a few original book tags before, and I've done one for The Goonies, which is my favorite, one of my favorite movies and my favorite 80s movie. I've done 2 kind of like K-pop ones and a Shadowhunters one. I've done one for BTS and EXO, and then for Shadowhunters, like I said. So this one is going to be my Big Bang book tag. The way that I do my tags is I have, this one's a little bit different, but I have about 5 to 10 questions that pertain to books, and then about 5 to 10 questions that pertain to the actual like group, talking about who your faves are, like favorite song, stuff like that. I have 10 questions about Big Bang themselves, and then I have 10 questions, well, 10 bookish questions, and then I have 10 about 10, and then like a bonus about the group. So the first 5 are about the members, the second 5 are about 5 of my favorite songs on the Made album, and then the last 10 you shall see. My hair is also bothering me. Should I just put it down? Alright, so the first question is about our leader, G-Dragon. So the question is, a character who everyone admires but can feel lonely sometimes. And I feel bad for G-Dragon for feeling like that sometimes. But the character that I chose for G-Dragon is, my back, Harry Potter. I always have some kind of Harry Potter character in these things that I do. But yeah, Harry was like a very admired dude in his time, but not everybody could relate to what he was going through, so he felt a little bit lonely sometimes. The next one is Top, and this one I wrote a character that is a true renaissance of a human being, and because Top, he just does everything. He can rap, he can sing, he can model, he can act really well, and he is like really interested in the arts and like literal art, and I just think he's like a quite the well-rounded dude. He's also my bias, and I love him so much. That was a spoiler for a later question. But for this character, I chose Magnus Bane because, I mean, Magnus Bane. Alright, the next one is DAESUNG. I love DAESUNG, and this is a character that is the actual sun, a character that is very warm. And for him, I chose Dante from Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe. I just thought Dante always brought such light to the page, and he was always so positive, and he was always so great. And I just really loved him, and I love the author of that book and all of his books, and that book is one of my favorites. Alright, next I have SEUNGRI, and this is a character that is mischievous, yet multi-talented. And for this one, I put Fred and George, the Weasley twins, because, I mean, are they not the epitome of, like, whatever. Because, I mean, hello, they were the way they were when they were in school, and then they grow up to own their own shop. So, like, SEUNGRI, he is always funny and crazy and, like, awesome, and he also owns his own, like, ramen restaurant. I mean, like, hello. So last but not least, tongue twister, I have TAEYANG, Young Bae, and this is just an unpredictable character. I literally I never know what he's gonna do. I don't even know who, I don't think I wrote down a answer beforehand, and I don't know who to choose now. Dumbledore? I don't know. But yeah, so that concludes my my part of the questions that have to do with the members. So the next are going to be about books, like actual books. So they were about characters. This was going to be about actual novels, and it has to do with 5 of my favorite songs from the Made album. So the first one that I have is my favorite song on the album, my favorite Big Bang song. Might be kind of cliche, but whatever. And it is Bang Bang Bang. And this is a book that got you into reading or into a genre of books, because Big Bang with Bang 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 got me into K-pop, made Big Bang my favorite group, and I just owe them everything. But yeah, so for this one I put Junie B. Jones, all of their books, all of those books. I think they were the first like chapter books that I was ever able to read in like 1st grade. I really love them. They got me into reading. My 1st grade teacher was amazing, and I think the author of those books recently passed away. So I was so sad when I heard that, because those books are kind of like the foundation of my reading experience. And so yeah, Junie B. Jones, I love those books. And so the next one I have is the song Loser, and this is a book that you never want to read again because it was so sad. I've literally only seen that music video like 2 or 3 times because it's sad. Okay, and the book that I chose for this one is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. That book, if you have read that book, oh my god, if you've seen that movie even, oh my goodness. I distinctly remember when I finished that book because I was in the car with my mom. Like, I was obviously not able to drive yet, and I was sitting in the passenger seat and I was reading because I did that a lot. Now I can't now because I get car sick, but like ever since I started driving, like whenever I'm not driving I get car sick. It's weird. Anyways, but yeah, I remember finishing that book in the car and I almost started crying, and my mom was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "You know what? No, I'm not." That was a really sad and unnecessary ending. Alright, so the next one I have is ZUTTER, you know, the song with GD and Top, my 2 faves. So this is what I have written is, a lot of books have co-authors. Name a book that you like that is by 2 of your favorite authors. And I don't really know why I wrote this question because it doesn't really pertain to me. I don't even know of books that have 2 authors that I read. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on my own question because I don't even know. Alright, and the 4th one is Let's Not Fall in Love. This is a slow burning romance in a book, and for this one I chose the Hunger Games series because Katniss and Peeta is a serious slow burning romance. Like, really. Alright, and last but not least I have Sober, and this is the best book to completely escape into. Kind of the moral of the song, and I think, and this is not me condoning drinking and getting drunk to get rid of your problems because that does nothing, kids. Not that I can relate personally because I'm not a big drinker, but I have seen things. So do not, you know, do things just to escape out of your mind that you need to put into your body. Anyways, so for this one I wrote the Twilight series because when I was in middle school, I ate those books up. That is the only series that I have ever read twice in my life. I don't like to reread books. I don't really like to rewatch things unless like I'm obsessed with it, unless you know that I'm really into something, if I'm willing to like rewatch it, reread it, because I don't know, I like having the first experience of something, and maybe I'll watch it a second time, but like, I don't know, I'm weird that way. Alright, so now we are diving into the last part of the tag, and this is the actual Big Bang related questions. And so I have number 1 here. Who is your bias? My bias, and he's also my ultimate, is Top. I love him so much. The one G-Dragon GD, Ji-young, was the one to really catch my attention in the music video, but after I started learning about them, watching the rest of their music videos and everything, Top really like attached himself to me, and he's been my favorite ever since. I watched the majority of the like movies and dramas that he was in. Doom Dada is like amazing. I cannot wait for him to come back and hopefully create more content because him as a solo artist is literally amazing. And yeah, he's just gorgeous. He really is. And he's been my number 1 since the beginning. I have my biases for other groups, but Top was my first bias. He's my ultimate, and yes. So next question, naturally, who's your bias wrecker? So my bias wrecker is GD, Mr. G-Dragon. And yeah, kind of for the same reason that I said talking about Top. It caught my attention the most when I watched the music video for the very first time, but then he's also my favorite solo artist within Big Bang also, so it's weird, like all the things, my favorites in this group. But yeah, my favorite of his solo like music videos and stuff was the Coup d'etat, and then he came out with the last one, and the BS music video and song has become my new favorite. It's so good, you guys. But yeah, GD is my bias wrecker. Him and Top are just, so when ZUTTER came out, when I heard that, it was just like, it was amazing. Alright, number 3, what is your favorite Big Bang song? So my favorite Big Bang song is the first one I ever heard, the one that got me into them, Bang Bang Bang, and also for, what's it called? For like a slower song, or more of a ballad song, Tell Me Goodbye. I just love that song. I love how they sound in that song. I love how their voices, even GD and Top, they're rapping, but like not hardcore rapping, like they're singing rapping, if you know what I mean. And then, oh god, they just all sound so good in that song. I love the the song obviously, but then I also have downloaded on my computer a version, their live version when they were singing it during the Japan Dome or something like that. It's on YouTube and it's like one of the first things that comes up when you look up that song. But they sound so good, so good. Yeah, that song is just, it's my favorite of their non-made album ballad songs. I just, imagine hearing it live. Oh my god, I'm gonna get sad now because like I haven't mentioned it yet, but since like 4 out of the 5 are in the military now, and then like Top has just been gone for over a year, and so I've been okay, number 5. So number 5, how did you discover Big Bang? So for me, I was like procrastinating on homework in May of 2016. So this was around finals time, or maybe it was after finals, I don't know. But I remember distinctly, I don't know why, it was in May of 2016, and I was just binge watching all of the Try Guys videos on BuzzFeed. And so Eugene, from out of the 4 of them, he's Korean. And so they did like a whole thing, a whole segment of like Korean food, culture, and one of the videos that they did was K-pop. So I watched that. I'm like, what the heck is this? So I was watching it, and then there was that part where they were all having them watch the different music videos. And so they had Big Bang and GOT7. I'm pretty sure they had like Girls' Generation and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they had BTS, and they did have EXO because Call Me Baby was one of the ones they watched.
Also produced by S&M Town.
Zach is going to say that this reminds me of Fast and Furious because he will never stop talking about Fast and Furious.
Performance genres, it's really taking influence from a wide range of cultures such as Europop, hip.
This is better than the Big Bang Theory.
You would hear this beat in a gay club at 3 a.m. and you would get turned.
It says 50 million views. Man, there are some big bands that I am completely unaware of.
Oh, no one's wearing a shirt now. They're cowboys and astronauts.
Hey.
There's a certain list of artists that I would introduce non-Koreans to first, and I think Big Bang's near the top of that because they have international appeal.
Oh, okay, I get what this song is about now.
Oh, the chorus sounds nothing like the verses.
Bang, bang, bang. Oh my God. I am feeling this music.
His name is G-Dragon. His name is G-Dragon.
Is his name Top because he just wears giant top hats?
The one I like the best is the one that looks at me with a sultry eye.
Mr. Dragon, your seat is right over here.
So you don't have to be Korean to enjoy Korean culture. Korean culture is dynamic, exciting, and there's something for everyone.
I'm really impressed. I'm speechless, really.
It's better than our pop is.
I fucking dug it. I'm gonna listen to this stuff all the time.
But so I'm watching this and I'm like, who are all these people in these music videos? What is this? So the Bang 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 music video came on that they were reacting to, and I was intrigued by that. So I just looked it up on my own and I watched the music video and I was like, whoa, this is going to be what the rest of my life is going to be about. And it has. So I'm yeah, as you can already see, I have a big old EXO poster up there from their Power, that album. I have a BTS one right here. I have Red Velvet right here. I have like 20 albums already. The majority of them are EXO for some reason. I think that should be just because they have more like tangible albums for whatever reason. But I have Monsta X, BTS, EXO, Red Velvet, one Shiny, the latest Taemin one, and Winner. And then I ordered the latest NCT album because I love NCT. Oh, and then I have let me just get it. And then I have my Made album. This was for another question, so let's just keep that here. Yes, I have that one on display. I've done like bookshelf tours before, and I've showed like my entire collection of K-pop. If you're interested in seeing a K-pop collection, a K-pop album collection video, let me know because I would be so down to do that. But yeah, I have them all on my bookshelf over there, and then I have 2 shelves on my wall, and that's where my Made album resides. I really wanted either, because since Top is my bias, you know what, I'm gonna get to that when I get to the question. All right, moving on. So yeah, Big Bang was the first group that I ever got really into, and then I think the second one that I got really into was like BTS. I got into BTS the month that Fire came out, because I remember getting into them like the week after, and then the same thing happened for EXO. I was intimidated by them just simply because of the amount of members that were in the group. But what's it called? I got really into them the week after Monster came out, because I remember I was already a fan and like knew all their names and everything by the time Lotto came out. So yeah, Next question, number 6, what is your favorite era and favorite look of each member? So my favorite era is the maid era, and I was able to experience part of that when they came out with the last bit of that album. My favorite like era of top was the anytime he wore that Mandarin suit. Oh my god. When I say a Renaissance character of a man, he is just like, who does that? Who does that? He had a suit made out of the hold on. So I was at Barnes & Noble and they sell these cups, and so I got one because of my man. I just have random stuff in it. But he has a suit. I'll put pictures. Like, I forget. I've already set aside a bunch of pictures to have up as I'm talking, but I'll have a picture. And then he had a suit made out of this design, and it's amazing. He had one, and then I don't know if it was a second one or if he just added to it, but there's one normal one, and then there's one that's like glittery. So yeah, so just that Mandarin suit is so cool. Okay, moving on. So GD, my favorite era of GD, that Bang 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 era, when he had that red hair, and when he was wearing, that time when they went on that show, I forget what it's called, but he had the red hair and it was like to the side, and he was wearing that leather jacket. That was one of his like best just outfit days, fashion days ever, because GD is like, his fashion is weird, it is, but like sometimes he really looks like good, like in a not eccentric way, if I may say. The sun is kind of going down, so I need to wrap this up. But yeah, that was a good day for his fashion, and just like, yeah, the whole time he had the red hair, it just worked on him. I love it when idols have that kind of crow. Jeez, that was like flying right towards me. When idols do that kind of red hair, like I remember, I think Joy did it during Joy and Red Velvet did it during the Red Flavor comeback. Chanyeol during Monster. Hyuna did it at some point. I don't remember when. And then obviously G-Dragon. They all just look so good. And then I think Taeyang from NCT, he had it. He has it right now, or he had it at some point. They just, and it's not even like a light red. It's just that one specific shade of red. It's just so nice. Okay. Next I have SEUNGRI, and when he had that white hair, specifically during the maid era, he looked great. He really, really rocked that white, like platinum white hair. Then DAESUNG, I really loved him during the last music video that they came out with, especially when he had like kind of grayish hair, was off to the side. I like it when he does his hair like kind of to the side. And then he had that like very glittery jacket. That was like when he was kind of dancing by himself, and it was kind of his solo part during that music video. I was like, oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite, because he looked so good. He looked great. And I wish they did like a photo shoot of him in that jacket, because he looked fantastic. Alright, and then the last one, TAEYANG, and I don't remember what era or what this was. I think, I don't even remember, but he had like, the sides was shaved. I have a picture obviously, and then he had brown hair up top. And I don't remember like when this was from, or like if this was during a particular era or what, because I know for Bang 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 he had the pink, and then he just did other stuff for other things, so I don't remember quite when he did this, but that was like my favorite of his hair and like just everything he had going on. But yeah, number 7 is why do you love them? And you know what, I can make an entire other video about this, and I'm going to keep it short. But basically, they got me into K-pop. They have been a group for over a decade. They have just gone through so much together. They're so close. They're all such talented human beings. They're just like overflowing with talent. Like, they're amazing. They have such impact all over the world. They really paved the way for current K-pop like groups, like EXO, BTS, like all the third, fourth, whatever generation they are. I don't think they would have as much of an impact on the world as they do now, unless it was for groups like Big Bang and even Girls' Generation. Girls' Generation I'm not even a huge fan of, not because they're not good, I've never gone into them, but I know that they've had a huge impact on like K-pop in the world and like Psy, and so yeah, they're really, they've made a difference, and it's so cool to see. It made me fall in love with a different style of music. They got me into this thing that I hold so near and dear to my heart now. I really love everything about K-pop. I really love the people within it. I really love the music. I really love the aesthetics of it. I just think it's such a fantastic culture and thing, and I'm so happy to have to like know of it and to be such a fan of it. But yeah, so number 8, which Big Bang album is your favorite? It's Made. Number 9, do you have any Big Bang merchandise, and have you ever been to a concert? I've not been to a concert, unfortunately. Hopefully when they come back after they've all done their military service, they can like, I feel like they could pick up where they left off. I don't think they've lost any of their like fame since they've been gone. I mean, Top has been gone for a year about, and then GD, Taeyang, and Daesung, they've only been gone for like not even a month. But I feel like they will definitely not lose any fans or any of their popularity or fame by the time they come back. So I'm excited. I have a light stick that somebody got me one time, and then like I said, I have the album. I actually bought this once, and I really wanted either the group version or the Top version, just because Top was my bias. So when I got it the first time I bought it, and I got the TAEYANG version, so I was like, I love him, but like I wanted either Top or the group, so I got it again, and this is actually the group version. The only thing that I don't love about the group version is that the actual canvas that comes with it is blank. So I really, yeah, smells. I really wanted the like one of the canvases with something on it. So maybe in the future, if I ever find an album for like super cheap or something, I might get it just for that, because it is the group version, but it's like empty. All right, number 10, what is your favorite live performance by Big Bang? And so I have, for me, Mama from 2015. I really love that performance when they did all the songs from Made. I thought they all looked so good. And then Tell Me Goodbye from 2015, also at the Japan Dome, like I was talking about earlier. They all just sound so amazing, and I love those performances.
And I got nothing to say. I feel the aching through my body, it just take a bigger part of me to let you go. I wish this one show.
And then, yeah, and then there's one specific performance by Top, and I don't know if it's online anymore. It's probably somewhere, I just don't know. But when he performed Doom Dada, and he had like, I think he had white hair at the time. Powerful. Alright, then I have one bonus question, and it is, which member do you think has the biggest difference in their personality versus their stage presence? And for me, this is GD. I just think the difference between G-Dragon and Kwon Ji-young is like insane. Like G-Dragon is super intimidating and like fierce and crazy on stage, and then Ji-young is just like, he's shy. He's really shy. He really is. Like, you can tell when he's a leader, but he's really shy, and I just think it's adorable. So yeah, that is it for the questions. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm running out of time. I have like 30 seconds left to like talk, but yeah, let me know what you thought about this. Let me know if you do it. That would be great. Let me know if you do this tag. I would love to watch your video. If you want to just answer the new questions, if you just want to answer the questions down below, that would be cool too. Let's talk about it. Answer the questions and tell me in the comments. But yeah, if you do this tag, definitely tell me, because I will want to watch. And I will tag a couple of people down below. So yeah. Alright, well, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!